friends. Yep, I know, I'm wicked late on this one. My bad. But hey, look, I'm in my new room, which is very sparse right now. That's why you're only seeing this area, but I'll try to kind of clean it up and make it look kind of nice. I've been working a lot and I've been sleeping a lot lately, so I've kind of been procrastinating on most of my other things that I want to get done. So I'm gonna try to be better about that, especially as spring approaches. So yeah. So Katsucon 2017. Let's review. The location, as usual, was lovely. Staying in a room that basically just opened the door, walk a few steps, and you hit the gazebo, was lovelier. The only downside to that was the fact that there were constantly groups of people hanging around right outside our room, which is fine. I'm all for making new friends and everything, but they kind of have this vibe usually of kind of like, what do these nerds want? And we're just like, just want to get back to our rooms. So otherwise though, it was great. It's not something you can really plan for, but it did save us a lot of time going to and from our room, so we could enjoy more of the con. The con itself was pretty packed this year, which makes sense. It just keeps growing in popularity. It was particularly difficult to walk around the gazebo, the fountains on the first floor as per usual. Even outside though, because it's so nice out this year, it felt super crowded outside, which is saying something because we were in this big open area outside. So nevertheless, it was really fun, and I definitely enjoyed myself the whole time I was hanging around the convention. So I said in the vlogs that I would tell you a few stories about Saturday night. So here they are. Story number one. So at about midnight on Saturday night, we were hanging around the bar, just having fun, meeting old and new friends. And then I remember seeing, out of the corner of my eye, a guy who looked exactly like, in my mind, I was like, oh, he looks just like Yaya Han's partner. But what would that person be doing at the bar? Like, just hanging around with us, because I thought that person was like a vendor and was working with Yaya and all this different stuff. And then I kind of turned, and then there's Yaya, like, right there. Which was awesome because I had not actually ever met her in person, and I told my friends, and we didn't want to bother her at all, but I greatly admire her work. I think she's such an inspiration. So we said a very quick hello, and then we left her to, you know, kind of hang out and do her own thing. But it was just very, very cool to just kind of turn and see someone that you've kind of been seeing and following their career online for so long. It was very cool. Story number two, and by the way, if you do not like mentions of blood, please skip this story because there are mentions of blood. At about 2 a.m., give or take, we were by the glass elevators because I wanted to ride in them one more time. I wanted to film a little bit more on the glass elevators, so my lovely friends were like, sure, we'll do that. We were standing by the glass elevators, and we turn and we see these two people standing in the hallway with us. One of them is incredibly drunk, holding a pizza in one arm and bleeding profusely from their arm in the other arm. Yeah, and the other person is trying to stop the bleeding on that first person and simultaneously trying to convince that person to let them hold the pizza. Both of them are so drunk that their main concern is that they don't get blood on the pizza. It was so weird. Medical help arrived pretty quickly, brought them away, but there was blood on the floor and no hotel staff had come around to clean it up. So one of my friends went and got one of those cones you put around like if there's like a wet floor. She found a couple of those, she put them around the blood, and we just wanted to wait a few minutes just to make sure that people weren't stepping in it before someone came to clean it up because it was right in front of one of the elevator doors. And people kept coming out of the doors, and so often, as the doors would open, we'd go, oh, go this way, there's blood, don't step in the blood, go this way. And the person who's like the first person to come out of the elevator, they'd be like, they didn't register. I think they were just so shocked because it was unexpected. This happened multiple times. They'd stand there for a solid like 30 seconds. And we're like, you gotta let people out. So he just kept saying, just go this way. There's blood here, but go this way. Don't step in the blood, go this way. And it was weird. I was getting a little annoyed. After a while, people just kept stopping and taking pictures of the blood on the ground. And I think it was because I was a little tired. I just kind of kept thinking to myself, like, yes, there's blood on the floor someone was injured here, this is real blood, and I'm glad that I can help your sad story. Like, it felt a little insensitive, but to be fair, most people were drunk. It wasn't a super serious injury. The person was okay. The pizza was okay, I think. I assume. And honestly, me telling this story is probably, to be fair, a little bit insensitive too, if you look at it in that way. So I think I was just tired, but I remember I kept thinking to myself, like, why do people keep stopping and taking pictures? Like, it's real blood. But for the most part, I don't think they knew it was real blood, and they were probably very tired or drunk. Anyway, that's my second story. So story number 3, very simple, basically, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. It's like 3 in the morning. It's basically Sunday morning of the con. I had a photo shoot at 9 a.m., so I was getting ready to go to bed. But I was just so excited to be talking with people I didn't get to see often. I stayed up past 5 in the morning, literally just to talk. So I basically got like 2 hours of sleep, then woke up and got ready for my photo shoot. So yeah, the positive of that is that it's nice to make the most of a con experience. The negative of that is that it's always good to sleep during conventions, because sleep is good and it stinks to miss out on hanging out with friends, but it's so important to having a good con. I'm gonna try not to book so many Sunday photo shoots, because it seems like that happens to me a lot, but it is a great time, especially at Katsu, if you want good pictures. Sunday morning is when there's like no one around. It's great. Well, there's some people around, but there's not nearly as many. Yeah, overall, I had a wonderful time at KatsuCon 2017. I hope you enjoyed the vlogs, if you've seen the vlogs that I put up. Sorry if it looks like I'm alone half the time. I basically pulled my camera out to vlog. Most of the times I did so was when I was alone. And I did say I was looking for people more often at this Katsu, but it happens sometimes at cons where different groups are kind of going off and doing their own thing, and if you're not in the same cosplay as that group, it's tougher to kind of just follow them around if they have their own agenda. So yeah, so I got to spend plenty of time with my friends at Katsu. I just didn't really do any group cosplays with anyone I was rooming with, so it just ended up that they were all kind of doing their own thing, and I was doing my own thing half the time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you have any thoughts about KatsuCon 2017, please leave a comment below. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!